Hello Year 3. There's a slight clue here about what this next video is about. Have you guessed what subject I might be talking about and what I'm holding? I'm holding an enormous magnet, and this is lesson 3 in a series of lessons all about magnetism. So we've learnt about pushes and pulls in lesson 1, and in lesson 2 we started to think about how a magnet doesn't need to touch something to be able to push or pull it around. So here is lesson 3, and you're going to do an investigation in your house using the magnet. You should actually have 2 when you pick up your pack tomorrow. So you've got 1 magnet already in your previous pack, which I hope you've kept safe, and in your next pack you're going to get a second magnet. The learning point for today's lesson is can you do an investigation to find out what objects or materials are attracted to a magnet? And part of that is not just going off, running around your house, touching things with a magnet. You need to be thinking before you do the experiment. Do I think, using what I know, that this object is going to stick to my magnet and be attracted to it? And that's the science skill of predicting. And there's no point cheating and changing your prediction after you've done the experiment, because you are just cheating yourself. Nobody's going to be impressed at you getting all the right answers. It's just you trying to use your brain and what you already know, like Sid the Spider making links in your learning. So in your learning pack, which you can collect from tomorrow from school, there are some recording sheets for your experiment, which I'll show you at the end of this video. But in the meantime, there is something you can be doing today before you get your pack. What you can be doing is collecting some objects from around your house that you would like to test on your magnet, but don't start doing the experiment until you've got your recording sheet from your pack. So the sorts of things you need to go around and find are things like a candle, a clothes peg, some bottle tops, an elastic band. You can probably be making predictions now about whether you think the magnet will stick. A shell, a drawing pin, a wax crayon, a marble. And there are lots more things in this box. I won't show you all of them now that you need to start collecting. If you don't have them in your house, that's fine. For example, I know that one of the objects you need to test is a lump of clay, and you might be thinking, well, I don't have clay in my house. Well, bricks are made of clay, so you can put your magnet on a wall and see if it sticks to the wall or not. And if it does, then it attracts to a magnet, and if it doesn't, then no. Okay, so we're showing you now 2 possible ways of recording your experiment. These sheets are both in your second pack in the orange bag, which you're getting tomorrow. So one is a sheet which you just tick to say whether it's magnetic or not. It will look nicer if you use a coloured pencil on this sheet. And this one, you can actually put the small objects that you test on the sheet and take a photograph, or you could draw the objects on the sheet to say if they're magnetic or they're not magnetic. So I've put a piece of string on the not magnetic side just because that's my prediction. And I've put the clothes peg and the drawing pin on the magnetic side because I think they will stick next to a magnet. On this sheet, I would like you to predict in one colour with a tick if you think something will stick to the magnet, and a cross if you think it will not. And then in a second colour, do the actual result of your experiment so that we can see which one is your prediction and which one isn't. So we've got all sorts of objects on this sheet that you can go and find. If you can't find them in your house, just leave the box blank, it doesn't matter. You'll notice that at the bottom of this sheet there are 9 empty boxes, and that's rather nice because that lets you choose objects that you want to test, whether they stick to a magnet or not. So you can draw the object in there, write its name, and then do your ticks and crosses. So I hope you enjoy the experiment. I think you can probably predict a lot of these. but there might be some surprises, particularly with the coins that you choose, and I won't give any more clues other than that. See you soon, Year 3. Have fun.